Good evening, nerds. It's Wednesday, and I don't have much time to film this because my internet's going to go off soon. So it's going to be a one-shot. I say that, but this is actually the second time filming. It's the first time, beautiful video that it was, magnificent. Such wisdom and charisma that I portrayed. And I had blueberry in my teeth the whole time. Even though I'm not that brave, put that on the internet. Just... man. Moving on. This week's question for everyone was, what would you do if you had $1 million? Sadly, $1 million is not very much these days. I mean, comparatively, I'm a student. I would love $1 million right now. But in terms of like what I would buy right now that I want more than anything is everything on Etsy. Etsy makes me so happy. It makes me so happy to go into my favorite items and look at all the pretty things, and people have so much talent. It's all generally homemade and beautiful, and the secret ingredient is love. And I don't have any of that talent or creativity. So maybe I'd put the money towards creating that. So I would really like to do craft lessons, not just sewing. Like, I'd really love to learn to sew beautiful things, but other things as well. Metalworking, that would be cool. Carpentry, I've always wanted to be a carpenter. It's weird. People want to be carpenters. Yep. Yeah. Or archery. I think that's quite expensive to do, and I've always wanted to do archery. It's very trendy at the moment with like Hunger Games and Arrow, but I've always loved it. I think I'd be a badass archer. Badass! And I have adorable outfits while doing it. That's where my money would go. Yeah. Or, you know, world peace. Put it towards world peace. My second question from Joe, intended for Matt. Why do we make these 4 minutes? I don't know. We were just following the leaders, being Hank and John, whose names I forgot just then. 4 minutes, it's so restricting. So restricting. Because I have such quality things to say. Okay, moving on, my question for Jess. And I've thought about this a lot. And it's a pet peeve I'd like to share with you. Maybe get your opinion. It's funny how I keep giving you these questions, but you've only got one answer. Because I jammed the answer at you. Black puffer jackets. How do you feel? How do you feel about those black puffer jackets? Choose wisely. But speak your mind. I appreciate it. I respect your opinion. Don't defy me, man. I'll see you tomorrow.